Om Janmadesya yatonvayaditarata charthesha vidnaswarat tene brahmaridaya adi kavaye muyyanti yat suraya tejo varimrudam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi. We are studying Srimad Bhagavata and third chapter of the first skanda, in which avatars have been mentioned. Now, before proceeding, you'll go back to shloka 14 because yesterday I made an error. And as a result, lot of more information has been gathered about the King Prithu. I said that he may be Dhanvantari, but Dhanvantari is separately mentioned as the 12th incarnation, while this Prithu is 9th incarnation. And his name is Prithu itself. Parthivam Tanu does not mean earth or physical. That is wrong. Parthivam Tanu means Prithu's Tanu, a body associated with Prithu. That means Prithu's body itself. So Prithu was a king. And what he did, now the Aushadhi I translated as medicinal plants. That also was wrong. So let me read out a lot of nice information about this King Prithu and what he did. Now we have to go back to his father. Vena was a king. Vena, from the lineage of Dhruva. Dhruva's lineage, Vena was a king, and he was the worst or evil king. So much so that anarchy spread during his reign. Nobody listened to him. He never ruled. He was simply enjoying himself. And so the sages killed him. They left him without a son. But then there should not be a kingdom without a king. That was the old monarchical ideas in India. And so what they did, the Prithus whom they killed, so from his corpse they rubbed his parts. And when first they rubbed his left thigh, a dwarf came out, Nishada. So we know the Nishada race to which Rama's friend Govaka belonged. So that Nishada race starts from this dwarf. Now he was evil of Vena concentrated. So when Nishada went away, all the evil has gone away, then they churned Vena again, Vena's corpse. And when they churned from the right arm of the corpse. So from the right arm of the corpse, Prithu was born. So Prithu is described as ayonija, which is an essential characteristics of avatara. He is not born of a woman's womb, ayonija. And so he was recognized as an avatar of Vishnu by the God Brahma himself. So this Prithu is the avatar we are talking of in the 9th verse. Now, what did he do? Prithvi is not named after Prithvi. Prithvi is named after Prithu. Prithvi is supposed to be Prithu's daughter. And so Prithvi, that means Prithu's daughter. That is the name Prithvi. So Parthivam does not mean belonging to Prithvi. Parthivam means Prithu's body. Body connected with Prithu. Connected with because we saw that he was not born like an ordinary man. And so Prithu, the king, is supposed to be the most virtuous king. Now, before him, Prithvi did not yield anything. There was no farm, no plants, no minerals, nothing. And so he chased the Prithvi. Give me, give me, give me. Prithvi became like a cow. And he used that Swayambhiva Manu, which was mentioned 2-3 shlokas before, as the calf, and made Prithvi milk, give milk. And this milk from Prithvi are all the plants, all the minerals, everything we find on Prithvi came out by Prithvi, churning the Prithvi. And churning means taking milk out. Churning is not like churning the ocean. Prithu requested Prithvi. She said, don't kill me, don't kill me. He said, I'm not killing you. But you have to agree to give everything required for man's living on this earth. And so, in that way, he has protected the human race, or he has applied to the protection of the world by yielding from Prithvi everything which man wants to live. So, that is the story of Prithu, and he appears to be a great avatar, benefactor of humanity, because humans require food and plants and cereals and other things necessary for life. Everything Prithu got out of Prithvi by milking her, like milking. If you take the figurative, Prithvi became cow, so milk. Otherwise, you only think that he made Prithvi yield crops. He made Prithvi give plants, all plants, minerals, and everything necessary for man's life. So that is the great work he did. Avatar 9th. So clearly is an incarnation. Now, 10th, and here it was Rishi Vir Yachito Bheje Yachito. Yachito means sages were requesting, please get something as food for men, as sustenance for men, are things required for their life, and so Prithu did it. And Prithu did like this great work, so he was most beautiful. That means his body was great because he did everything unselfishly for the praja. So all dealings were filled with error yesterday. His name is not Dhanvantari, his name is Prithu, he was a king, Ayodhija, not born of mother's womb, but by churning the body of his so-called father Vena, who was the most evil king in that race. And so sages killed that Vena and churned his body, from which first evil and then Prithu came out. So Prithu is all virtuous and he cared for the life of man, and that is why from Prithvi he got all plants, minerals, etc. for the livelihood of man. So that is 9. Then 10th, the fish incarnation, which is famous, we read yesterday, and then up to this word, up to fish, how he collected on the advice of fish that Manu, Vaivasvata Manu, Vivaswani Surya, Surya's son is a Manu, and he, on the fish's advice, tied a couple of every species to the horn of that fish in a big boat. And when deluge came and went away from that ship, he brought down on earth all couples of all species, from which the world became populated again. So because he made the world populated again, his avatar helped in protection of human race, all races. And then we read now Shloka 16. Sura Suranam Udadim Matnatam Mandarachalam Dadre Kamatha Rupena Prushte Ekadashe Vibhu. So Vibhu means the all-pervading God. Ekadashe, in the 11th avatar. Now, this is another story. Sura and Asura, Devatas and demons, they heard that if you churn the ocean, you will get nectar. And so they agreed to not fight for some time. And Devas on one side, Asuras on one side, they churned the ocean. And they took Mandarachala, the great mountain, as the churning rod. Here it is not mentioned what was the rope, but perhaps Vasuki, the Ananta Nag, was the rope. And Devatas pulled from one side, Asuras pulled from other side. In that way, that churning took place. And nectar did not come out immediately. 14 special things came out. Lakshmi, Kaustuva, Parijataka, Sura, Dhanvantari will come there. Dhanvantari is Chandrama, like that. So, Halahala came, and if that Halahala would be put back in ocean, the whole water would be poisonous. And if the Halahala falls on grass or earth, that portion will burn away. And Halahala, then Mahadev, Shiva, God, came and drank that Halahala. So Shiva in his own way is protector of this earth. Because if that Halahala would have gone to anybody, he would have killed immediately. The whole race would have been killed. Now let me tell something more which I learned in Uttarakhand. When Shiva took up halahal, some, droplets fell here and there. And from that, all the poisonous species are born. Snakes, scorpions, they are all born from that droplets which fell here and there when Shiva drank the poison. And so that is what the sadhus and others of Uttarakhand believe. So they never kill a snake or scorpion even. I will tell you a personal anecdote about it. Now it gives a lot of history, which anyway. Recently I heard that they have kept our 10th president perhaps, Swami Veereswaranandaji's hut as a railing. There is no hut. When I was there, he had built a hut in that Rishikesh, our land. But that hut had long back collapsed and bricks were as a pillar like bricks were there. And Veereswaranandaji was the head of the Kankal Center under whose charge Rishikesh Ashram was there. So when he went to Belur Math, Veereswaranandaji told him specifically, don't keep any memory of my hut. So please level down those bricks. Then Veereswaranandaji asked me, because I was there, to engage some labor or something and remove that pile of bricks spread here and there. So I asked my friends, sadhus from Kailash Ashram, where to get a labor. They said, what is the work? I said, this is the work. We shall ourselves do. So 4 or 5 sadhus came with me, young sadhus, and they removed those bricks. Now as soon as they lifted one brick, so many scorpions, black, poisonous scorpions came. They would stand aside, let him go, let him go, let him go, will not kill him. So the scorpion will run away here and there. Then another brick, so many scorpions. So they would stand aside, don't kill, let it go. And when all the bricks were moved out, there was a snake pit below. So they stand aside, let the snake, if there is there, come out, like that. So now I hear a few days back that hut has been reconstructed. No, that spot has been marked as the sacred place where Veereswaranandaji did tapasya. And actually Veereswaranandaji has told, don't keep any sign of my tapasya there. It is a fact that he did tapasya there for a year and a half. Those days we did not have the kutiyas which we have now. Area was there. So those sadhus wanted, they would themselves create a kutiya and live there. So like that Veereswaranandaji had lived. Anyway, so it connects with the present history where a place has been marked as the place where Veereswaranandaji did tapasya. Anyway, so this is the story. I told this anecdote because Shivji's halahal prashan. And what Shivji did, because he immediately wanted to separate his mind from the body, and he searched for a cool place. So behind us or in front of our kutiya in Rishikesh, the Ganges is there. Cross the Ganges, a hillock, you climb down, another hillock you climb, there is Nilakanta Mahadev. and it is like a cup, mountains on all sides. So the sunlight is available for 2 hours hardly. And it is the coolest place. And there was a waterfall. So Mahadev took his bath there, or allowed that water to fall on his head, and then sat. Now the legends go, he sat for 10,000 years and whatever may be there. And completely separated his mind from the body in samadhi, and that blue mark, Nilakanta, means the poison had gone up to, remained there in the throat, did not go to the whole body. Anyway, so now the churning, we come back. Mandarachal, Achal means mountain. So Mandara is the name of the mountain which was used as the churning rod, and finally the nectar came, but that Mandarachal would go down to the bottom of the sea. It required something to stand on. And there comes this 11th avatar, Kamata, tortoise. So Vishnu took the form of tortoise and lay at the bottom of the ocean to support the Mandarachal, which they would churn and get nectar as they desire. So that is the story. Sura Asuranam, both gods and demons, Udadim Matnatam, went upon churning the ocean. Mandarachalam, with the help of Mandara mountain, here Mandara Achalam, but otherwise we know it as Mandara mountain. Mandara mountain, Dadre means Vishnu took up, Kamata Rupena Prishte, in the form of a tortoise. Dadre means he supported in the form of a tortoise the Mandarachal mountain. Dadre means he held on the Mandarachal mountain. Ekadashe Vibhu. Vibhu means the all-pervading God. Vishnu in the 11th avatar, when the gods and demons wanted to churn the ocean with the help of Mandara mountain as the churning rod, Vishnu took up the form of Kachapa, the tortoise, and on his back he supported Mandara mountain. Okay? So we go to Shlok 17. Here comes Dhanvantari. Now Dhanvantari, here two avatars mentioned together in the Shloka 17. Dhanvantaram dvadashamam trayodashamam evacha apayayat suranan apayayat suran anyan mohinya mohayan striya. So Dhanvantari is one of the things came out of that ocean. So he is taken as the 12th avatar. Because he is the supreme physician who could make men live longer, and that is how he is the benefactor of the world, protector of the world. And 13, now that here the form Dwadashamam is peculiar form. Dwadasham we say. 12th is Dwadasham, but here Dwadashamam, Trayodashamam. So we say it is the archaic form. Actually, archaic means rishis. Vedic forms are called archaic. But this Purana also being very old, it is called a different than Panini's grammar. That's all. Older Sanskrit, but anyway. No, Purana was composed in 12th century, 10th century, and so it is much after Panini. But even then, some words of different types are used. That's all. So, Dvadashamamevacha apayayat suran anyan mohayan. Syntax is mohinya striya suran. What she made drink is not given. She made nectar to be drunk by suras and deluded the others. Anyan mohayan. So, because she took up the form of Mohini, so 13th avatar is a female avatar, Mohini. Actually, Vishnu took up the form of Mohini in the 13th avatar, and so the Asuras were charmed with her, and she made them wait, otherwise they were crowding to take that nectar. So she said, you wait, I will give you afterwards. In this way, she deluded them and gave all the nectar to Devas. So that is the 13th avatar. So what could be the syntax? Dvadashamam Dhanvantaram. 12th is in the form of Dhanvantaram. Dhanvantaram is in the form of Dhanvantari. That avatar. Trayodashamam Mohinya Striya. Mohinya Striya again in the form of Mohini, the woman. Anyan Mohayan, deluding others, Suran Apayayat, gave the nectar for gods to drink. Okay? So, 13 avatars. Now we come to Shloka 18. Again, one avatar. Only this Dvadasha and 13 together because both things came out of churning ocean. So they are put together. Dhanvantari, the physician of gods, and nectar, Mohini at that time to distribute nectar. So both are connected with that churning. Supporting churning is 11th, that is tortoise, 12th and 13th, while churning these two avatars. After churning, Dhanvantari came, after churning, nectar came, and that in the form of Mohini, the lady. Mohini means deluding lady, that's her meaning. So that becomes the name. Deluding the Asuras gave the nectar to gods. So we move out to 18. Chaturdasham Narasimham. Bibhrat Daitendra Murjitam Dadar Karajair Vakshair Ekam Katakrud Yatha. So it gives the story of Narsingh Avatar. So we heard about Prahlad's story yesterday. So that is connected with Narasingha avatar. Because his father Hiranyakashipu had prayed, I should not be killed by a man or a beast. So combined form, Narasimha. So 14th is Narasimha. Nrsimha form, Narasimha. Narasingha Roop, that means form of Nrsimha. Bibrat means shining in the form of Nrsimha. Narasimha Vibrat, shining in the form of Nrsimha. Daitendram, this means the king of demons. That is Hiranyakashipu. Vibrat Urjitam also is adjective of Nrsimha form. Urjitam, transcendental beauty. Urjitam Vibrat, transcendentally shining. That Nrsimha form. Then Vakshasi Ekam Erakam Katakrut Yatha Karajai Dadar. Okay. And allegory is given here. Now, he tore that Hiranyakashipu's body by his nails. How that allegory is given? There is a Erakam. Erakam Katakrut Yatha Karajaihi. Dadar means tore out. Now, Erakam is a particular grass, a tiny stick of a grass without any granthi, without any joinings, a simple stalk. Now, from that, the mat weavers, what they do? They peel out that type of grass and make the mats. So, Katakrut means those who make a mat. Yatha means like. Erakam Karajaihi Dadar. Karajai means by their nails they peel out. Karajai, born of the hand, that is nail. So Karajai, by their nails, they peel out the special grass to make the mats. Like that, he tore the stomach of Hiranyakashipu by his nails. So that is the example given, allegory. Okay? So 14th is Narasimha. His form is Urjitam, Vibrat, Daitendram, Dadar, Karajai. He tore out the Hiranyakashipu by his nails. Yatha, Katakrut, Erakam, Yatha. As the mat weaver does for the special grass, like that he did it with Hiranyakashipu's body. Okay, clear? So we know that story. Yesterday we had discussed in great detail about Prahlada. Panchadasham Vamanakam Kritva Gad Advaram Balehe Padatrayam Yachamanaha Pratyaditsur Strivishtapam. Now, Prahlada's son is called Bali Raja. And Bali was a great devotee, though he was demon, because he is Prahlada's son. And he was very just ruler. And Devatas became afraid that he will take up our land. So they asked Vishnu to do something for it. Now this Bali Raja was famous for his dana. And he would not get obstructed by anything when he gives dana. So this Vamanakam. What is the difference between Vamana and Vamanakam? Kam means small. Bala, Balakam. So small. Without change of meaning, making it small is called Kam. So Vamana is already dwarf. Vamana comes a short dwarf. Kritva means took up the Vamana Rupa. Vamanakam Kritva. Vishnu made, took up the form of the dwarf. Advaram Pratyaditsur Advaram Balehe. He wanted to usurp all place. And so Advaram means Yajna. Advaram, I forget now some words.
Yajna Sthale, the place of Yajna.
Advaram is the place of Yajna. No? Okay. So, what Bali used to do, he used to do Yajna and there he used to give dana. So, Balehe Advaram in the Yajna of Bali.
Then Agat is there. Agat he went. Agat. Kritva Agat Advaram. Kritva Agat Advaram. If we break.
Agad means went. Past tense of Gachati. Agad means went to his place of Yajna. So Bali was, after Yajna, he would give dana. So taking the Vamana form, he went to that place and asked 3 steps of earth. Padatrayam Yachamana. Pratyaditsur Trivishtapam. Pratyaditsur means taking up. Trivishtapam means heaven also. Pratyaditsur means hoping to receive heaven also. He asked for 3 steps of land. हो गया पूरा अन्वय. पंचदशम वामनकम रूपम कृत्वा त्रिविष्टपम प्रत्यादित्सु पदत्रयम याचमाना बले अध्वरम अगात. So that is 15th So now we are getting the krama of the 10 avatars. In between many avatars are coming, only one exception, Varaha avatar came much before. Otherwise, Meena, Kashyapa, Varaha, Narasimha, Vaman. So up till now, we have come in that order except Varaha. And in between, many avatars have come. So we have come to 15. Okay, it is simpler. Now the story is that we have to complete the story, those who do not know. So Vamana went there. It is an interesting story. Now Bali was a great devotee. So immediately he recognized that Bhagwan has come. And who else recognized? The teacher of Daityas is Shukracharya. So Shukracharya was a very great sage. He understood that Vishnu has come. So he told Bali, don't give dana, don't give dana, don't give dana. Bali did not agree. He also had recognized. But when he is having a chance of donating to Vishnu himself, why should he not? So he said, no, I will give. Then Shukracharya did one trick. When they give any dana from the kamandalu, they take water in hand and then give. So Shukracharya took the form of an insect and sat in the nozzle of that kamandalu, so that water will not flow out. Bali understood that, and he put a strong darva, strong grass inside, and hit it, cut it, and allowed the water to come out. That is the full story.
And so the eyes of these are gone.
Yes.
It's painful.
He pierced Shukracharya's eyes and allowed the water to come out.
Why did Shukracharya did like that? To protect Bali. Shukracharya did it to protect Bali.
All demons guru is Shukracharya, all Rakshasas guru.
To protect.
They were brothers, Brihaspati and Shukracharya. Brihaspati came to God, Shukracharya to demons. And Shukracharya had much more knowledge than Brihaspati. He knew Sanjivani Vidya, which Brihaspati did not know. How to make a dead man live again. That is a different story. Kacha, Brihaspati's son, was sent to learn that. Then that is a different story. Devayani, the daughter of Shukracharya, became attracted to Kacha, and that is a big story. The Asuras understood he has come for a different purpose. So they used to kill him. And every time Devayani would request her father, please make him live, please make him live. And to please his daughter, he would make them live. Finally, what the Asuras did, that they burnt him, powdered him, and mixed it in the wine of Shukracharya. Now, Shukracharya understood. But now, if he wants him to come out, he will have to die. And so in this way, what the Asuras did resulted in opposite, because he had to teach Sanjivani to Kacha in his stomach, so that when he dies and Kacha comes out, he will revive him. That is the story. And this all at the instigation of Devayani. But when the thing was accomplished, Kacha went back to heaven, not caring for her. That is the story. Anyway, so that is a different story here. So, here, Vamanakam, so we have not yet discussed this. When he said, okay, 3 steps I give, then 1 step, whole earth he covered He took his own Vishnu form. He is all pervading. So with one step he covered the whole earth. Second step he covered the whole heaven. That is what is mentioned here. Trivishtapam. Trivishtapam is the name of Sarga. So Pratyaditsur Trivishtapam. Pratyaditsu means desire of taking back, taking away. Bali would have taken that, or Bali has taken that. So taking back means Bali had taken that. So that is why gods wanted. So he second. Now he said, third step, where shall I put? Then Bali said, put on my head. And when he put on his head, Bali was pushed down to Patal. And he was made a king there because he was a great devotee. So Vishnu never wanted to harm him. But because he had usurped the kingdom of heaven, he wanted to give it back to gods. And so he took that form, and one step whole earth, second step whole heaven, third step on Bali's head, and pushed Bali down to Patala, and there he gave that kingdom to him. You know Bali's story further?
Yeah, there is another story. Sugriva's brother, elder brother.
Huh?
Sugriva's elder brother, Sugriv.
Okay, Bali.
Bali and Bali are very different. Bengali is different. Va is ba, akar. And is va, Wali is Bali. Va has nothing to do with power. Bali means powerful. Bobo, you are aware that? No, don't aware the in Sanskrit. So, Bali, now you know the full story of Bali?
No.
Where all this thing happened? Where was Bali's kingdom? Kerala, Malabar. And he loved his subjects so much. Every year he comes to see that they are welfare. And that is the biggest, like Diwali in North India, Onam is in Kerala. And 10 days they celebrate it. They decorate their houses, grounds, so that when Bali comes, he should be pleased to see. So that is the continuation story. If you want another reference to Bali, then about 60 kilometers south of Chennai is Mahabalipuram. That Bali is Mahabali, his town. Anyway, so that is the story. Now, many of my listeners are from Kerala. They will understand that Bali, they know it well, that Bali comes to see the welfare of his subject. So much he loves them. And subjects on the other, their side, they love their king very much. And they receive him, celebrate him by decorating everything, and so many sweets and different food items are prepared. So that is called Onam. So that is Bali's continuation story. We are concerned with Vamana avatar, 15th avatar. So I completed the story now. Advaram Agat, he went there to his yajna place. Now, Avatare Shodashame, Pashyan Brahmadruho Nrupan Trisapta Krutva Kupito Nikshatram Akaron Mahim. This is Parshuram avatar. Parshuram was a Brahmin. And when he was not present with his father, the Kartavirya demon king came. Kshatriya king came, not demon. Kartavirya, the Kshatriya king came and killed his father, Jamadagni. And was...
Why did he kill his father?
He did not like Brahmin. Their Kshatriyas are powerful. And he was harassing or troubling this Parshurama's mother Renuka. Renuka is celebrated as a goddess. There another story is there. You know that?
No, yes. Who was disturbing his mother?
This Kartavirya. Now, before that, Renuka had gone to some ashrama because some celebration was there. And it became late for her to come back. Her husband Jamadagni is famous for his krodha, Jamadagni we say. So he asked all his sons, kill her. Why should she go without my permission? Why should she overstay in the night there? Kill her. No, nobody dared to kill their own mother. Parshurama in one stroke killed her, his own mother. Then they were highly pleased. Ask a boon. He said, revive her. He knew Jamadagni could revive a dead body. So he killed her, and when Jamadagni said, ask a boon, he said, revive her. So he revived again. This Renuka becomes a goddess. In some parts of Maharashtra, there are temples for Renuka Devi. Now, shall I continue?
So, did Parshuram kill her because he knew that he will be revived? She will be revived. That's why she...
And that may be, but he killed. On the obedience to his father, that was the primary thing.
Yes.
But when boon was asked, he said revive her. So his intention was not killing mother, intention was obeying father. And he knew father's powers. So, like that. I'm telling something different. We had a Swami, Mahapurush Maharaj's disciple, Swami Rakananda. His birthplace is where Parshurama's temple is there, in Konkan, Ratnagiri district. That town also is called Parshuram. Parshurama's temple is there. And this Swami is born there. So naturally he was devoted to Parshuram. Now my Swamiji would take food much later than all of us and would surround and sit there and joke, and so he would talk to Bhavan Swami, my Swamiji. Hare, in Bengali. Parshuram maa ke mere chilo. Hai mere chilo. Now, mere chilo means beating also. So, khun kare chilo, murder kare chilo. He would ask like that. And Rakan Swami is boiling with anger. And take bole avatar. Maharaj, you go on continuing that joke. Every day, practically, so many times, and Rakananda Swami would boil with rage. No, it was not like that. He knew that that is a different thing. But murder kala chalo, maake, and still he is called avatar. That was a permanent joke. Anyway, so that is a different story. But his father was killed by a Kshatriya king. So he became angry, I will kill all Kshatriyas. Make the Prithvi Nikshatriya. Now I wonder many times, if he has made Nikshatriya, again why does it require that? 21 times, 3, here it is mentioned, 3 sapta krutva, kupito nikshatram akarot mahim. When he was angered, he made the earth Nikshatriya 21 times. Now, 2 questions remain here. The high dynasties, Janaka, Dasharatha, he did not kill. They are dynasties, continuing. So, how Nikshatriya without them? So, we have to assume that he killed the arrogant, bad Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas were such that they always honored the Brahmins. Now, this tussle between Brahmin and Kshatriya is very old. You read in Swamiji's Modern India. Brahmins are superior, they want privileges. Kshatriyas are powerful, they want privileges. Why should they? Like that tussle goes on. Then both are subdued and businessmen rule the world. Then they are subdued and Shudras rule the world. That is what Swamiji has described. The present age is Shudra's age. So there he has discussed all this. So we say some bijas, remnants are there, they again grow up, again he kills. So that is what is famous for. Avatare Shodashame Pashyan Brahmadruho Nrupan. Seeing that the Kshatriyas are enemies of Brahmans. Brahmadruho Nrupan Pashyan. Seeing, Nrupan means kings, means Kshatriyas. Brahmadruho means hating the Brahmins. Treachery on the Brahmins, Droho. And Kupito, he became anger. Then Mahi means earth. Nikshatram, without Kshatriyas. Tri Sapta Krutva. Trikshatra Krutva Akarot Mahi. Earth he made without Kshatriyas 21 times. So that is famous for
7 into 3.
Now this Parshuram is supposed to be Chirajivi. You know Parshuram was further story. So in common mythology, he is 6th avatar. 7th is Rama. Now 2 special bows were there. Shiva's bows. And one was with Janaka. And Parshuram had a separate bow, Vishnu's bow. Now, Rama broke that Shiva's bow for Sita Swayamvar. His intention was not to break. No. The vow was there that one should bend it and rope it. So when Rama bent it for roping it, it broke from the middle. And this Parshuram was doing tapasya on a hill. He had donated all the land to his guru. So outside India almost means in Mumbai you have heard reclamation road. What is the meaning of reclamation? No, whole Kerala and whole Konkan is reclamation land by Parshuram. He added to Indian land by pushing the ocean back. And there his temple stands, and there he was doing tapasya. But he could immediately understood that Shiva's bow is broken. And his Ishta is Shiva. So he became very angry. And next moment he came there. Now there is a variation, Valmiki Ramayana and Tulsi Ramayana. Tulsi Ramayana has dramatized this portion. He came there before Sita could put garland in Rama, or just at that time. And everybody was afraid, everybody like that. And then Lakshmana Parshuram Samvad is Tulsidas ji has painted it dramatically. But that was not true. Valmiki Ramayana says that Rama has married Sita and they are coming back to Ayodhya in the way Parshuram met them. And Parshuram asked, who has broken that bow? She was broken. Rama said, I, your disciple. They said, I will kill you. Rama said, I am ready. You do what you like. I revere you. You are a Brahmin, so I revere you. Then the Lakshmana's Samvad has been very much dramatized. Lakshmana said, for a boy you are with children who have broken so many bows. He said, you are comparing this with Shiva's bow, etc. Anyway, but that Samvad is true. Not so much. Then Parashurama could understand that if somebody has broken Shiva's bow, he must be the next incarnation. He was told that your incarnation will end when the next incarnation is born. Now he had a Vishnu bow with him. And he said, if you can rope this, then I will accept your incarnation. So Rama took that bow and applied an arrow on that, but said, now you tell me where I shoot this arrow. It cannot go without killing the target. So you please tell me that I don't want to kill you. But you have earned so many higher lokas by your tapasya. And you have one special gift that is walking very fast. So tell me which I should kill by this arrow. Then he said, kill all my lokas. I don't bother. I will again do tapasya. But don't kill my motion, because next moment I should not remain in the land which I already gifted to my guru. I want to go back immediately to that reclaimed land. And you shoot in this direction, Rama shot, and Parshurama went back. That is the Valmiki Ramayana story. Tulsi Ramayana also same, but Tulsi Ramayana make Parshuram come to the Janaka Sabha and lot of discussion between him and Lakshmana. But Valmiki says when they were coming back on the road he met them. And Lakshmana did talk, but not much. You know, in our Ramnam, all these are Rama stories. Bhargava Darpa Vinashakaram. Bhargava is Bhrigu's Kula, is this Parshuram. So Bhargava's ego, Rama has destroyed. Bhargava Darpa Vinashakaram. And as if not sufficient, so in the next padya, that third, Lama that, Kamara Kamalasan. In that again, one line is there, tell me. Bhrigu Kulasam Pujita Ram. So, Parshuram having worshipped Ram, or Rama subduing Parshuram line is there also, in more detail than Bhargavadar. So, this is Parshurama's story. And Parshurama is supposed to be Chirajivi. And he did not bother. I will do tapasya again, I will get locusts. But don't kill my fast motion. Because I don't want to stay in the land which I already donated. I want to go back immediately to reclaim the land.
Parshurama Guru ke chile?
Huh?
Parshurama Guru?
Shiva.
Shiva. Shiva.
Shiva was his Ishta.
No, I don't remember all these names.
Shiva was his Ishta. Shiva was his Ishta.
No, Brahmin, some Brahmin.
And Shiva was his Ishta Devta.
And Parshuram taught to some Kshatriyas.
Karna by
Bhishma. Bhishma is Parshurama's disciple. And Karna by line. Karna posed as I am a Brahmin. And when it was detected, Parshuram became angry and cursed him. You will forget all which I have taught you at the point of your collapse. So these are famous warriors trained by Parshuram. Okay, so we have finished Parshuram. Crossed. We'll talk something and it becomes more than one. We have not finished the avatar. Anyway, so 16th avatar has gone. Huh? Okay. Om Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditarata charte swavidna swarat tene brahmaridaya adikavaye muyanti yat suraya tejo varimridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrusha dhamna svena sada nirastakvakam satyam param dhimahi. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. एक बहुत दिन तक चलेगा, खाली सिर में लगा तो और कहीं नहीं.